What's going on, everybody? Gonna do the old Saturday uploads. So gonna work on the mower today. It's cold, so if you hear that in the background, it's my heater because it's like 40 degrees today or something like that, and I ain't playing around with that stuff. I ain't trying to get sick. So I'll show you kind of what it is we're doing right now, and I'll show you some lighting upgrades I did just to make better videos for when I can't open the door and it's not daylight outside. So let me. All right, first things first. I got the old heater going. It's pumping out some heat. But anyways, so here's the mower. Let me zoom out for you. Got the old mower here, ready to rock on it today. First thing we're gonna do is get rid of this throttle cable, because right now I have it hold on together with just a bread tie. So we'll get that out of there, get rid of this, and then I'm going to try and run the old cable that came off the mower from originally. See if I can't like tie them both down right here or something, run it around through there, get on the other side here, and see if I can come through like right in here somewhere and try and wrap it around this or do something. That way I can use this as my throttle instead of using this, because it's way too hard to control. And then the next thing was the gas tank. We're gonna try and work on that. I don't know if we're gonna run out of time or not, but we'll try and work on this today. If not, then it'll be part of next week's video. But today, let's just work on this throttle. That way I can actually ride it and show you guys me riding it without having so many problems. But first, let me show you the lighting upgrade, because it's kind of funny. So right here, if there's any of you electricians out there, I just took a driver, mounted it to the side of a beam, and then put the LED strips. This is what it looks like, that way you're not getting all blinded. So I'm an electrician by trade, and I went through and took out a whole bunch of LED lighting out of a business, and they didn't want it, so I just took it. And I didn't need the housings, so I just removed all the LED strips and the drivers, and I'm gonna put them on the tops of every single one of my. So right now in my shop, I only have one light there, and I only had one light here. Sorry for blinding you guys. Let me try and focus on something darker. Anyway, so I used to only have this light here and that light there, but the driver thing, it'll give me enough to put a light on every single one of these rafters on both sides. So I should have plenty of light. These are old tube fluorescents that I don't use anymore because they're old pieces of crap. So anyway, let's get started on this mower. Some of you guys are gonna look at this and go, oh no, he did it again. But then some of you are also gonna be like, oh shit, he did it again. Oh yeah, I grabbed the wrong glove and I didn't wanna put it on the other hand because I was doing something underneath. I'll show you that in a minute. So I put it on backwards and never changed it. Anyways, so regardless of that, because you're gonna see this hand a lot, I did get the second throttle in there. So now I got this one here to control off this lever here. So you just push it, opens, closes it. There's still a lot of movement in that line. I gotta fix that, whatever. And then this one runs around through here, underneath here, down below the steering column, comes around over to here, where I just made some stuff work. Let me move my gas tank. I knew having this mounted like that would come in handy one day. But anyways, so here's what we got. I took the old bracket, cut it, and zipped it to the ground there where it holds it tight. And it comes around through here. I cut this and just screwed it in here with this. Now obviously this isn't super permanent. I'll probably make something else work better, but it'll do for now. So whenever you pull this, pulls the throttle. And then if you look up here, wide open, closed, wide open, closed. So it's not a whole lot of throttle movement, but it's just enough. And then underneath this thing, let me, okay, flash turned on. It's probably a good thing. It knows we're gonna record under here. So right here is where the parking brake stuff used to be, obviously, because it says it right there. But I took all that stuff out. All of it's right there. Took some white lithium grease under here with me and tried to make that happen. Try and lube some stuff up. But here's where the old parking brake used to be, which I'll have to rehook that up and find a different way to run it. But it all ran right through here let me see if I can, there we go. Got my head on the ground, but whatever. So this is that pedal right here. It comes across, goes across to the other side, whatever, and then comes across right to here, and this is where all the parking brake stuff used to be. And this spring right here was the return spring for the parking brake, that way it's not always on. So what I did was unhooked it, attached it to that metal bar right there, attach it to the frame where it's supposed to be, and then turn that into my throttle. That way it always returns and I don't have to worry about it getting stuck open. You know what I mean? So, let me get my fat ass turned around here. So if you look here, full throttle, and it'll only let you go that far. So I'm not worried about yanking anything too far out or whatever. So yeah, throttle's done now. Here before too long we'll see if it actually works, and hopefully it doesn't get stuck wide open, but you can see right through there, if you follow that cable, it just goes right underneath the steering column, up and around. I still got to get all this stuff mounted, but just until we get it running it'll be fine right there. And next up is the gas tank. So let's see if I can figure out a way to mount this guy up, because I don't think the stuff that I bought is gonna work, but we'll see. Let me get back with you guys here in just a minute. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, before I got sidetracked on the gloves. I'm using the old propane tank to hold up the mower again. Some of you guys are gonna be like, what? He's using a propane tank? And then others of you are gonna be like, hell yeah, he's using a propane tank. Anyway, it's just a freaking lawnmower, guys. If it falls, it might kill me, but the likelihood is very low. Anyways, let's get to the gas tank now. You guys ready to see the mounting of the permanent gas tank? You ready for it? Are you sure? I can move my hand, or I can just wait. Whatever. Anyway, so what happened with this guy is I bought the metal to mount this. So I was going to run a branch off from over here and a branch off from over here, kind of at a 45, to hold this up here. That way it's not in the way of anything. And I don't have that metal. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where it went. I don't know if I used it for something else, which is definitely possible. So the gas tank is still as it sits, but at least on today's episode, we did get the throttle done. Since that ended up being a problem and I don't have the stuff to fix it today, I was going to start this thing up and show you guys that the throttle works, but the magneto thing here is bad, I'm guessing, because I'm getting no fire here. I've cleaned this up on the other side where it matters. Still no fire, don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to replace this anyway because it's old. It ain't going to hurt anything. So yeah, I was going to fire it up, but it ended up killing that battery. On the flip side, put that filter on there, just keep anything written in there, but ended up killing that battery, unfortunately. So I won't be able to get this thing running today. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. The throttle's done, so that's good. It does work. I showed you that already. So once I get this replaced, we'll fire it up and should be ready to rock, I hope. And then after that, we'll be putting the cover back on this. We'll trim it up on the sides. That way the airflow is guided in the engine and it keeps it cool and whatnot. And then this will get changed out. I'm going to find a different way to run this muffler. It might stay the same. It might stay this exact muffler for a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure just yet. I'd like to come out of this somehow, like flip this around and then send it underneath the mower and then straight out the back if I can do that. Pretty big if. Other than that, yeah, that's everything. Everything as it was. The gas tank's still mounted all ridiculous. I'll get the stuff to fix that here probably sometime this week, so that'll be on Saturdays. The next Saturday episode, I would like to get this permanently mounted too on that episode, and I'll see if I can source all that stuff for that. But yeah, that's what we got. It's the 19 whatever Murray 11. I appreciate you guys. God bless. I appreciate you guys watching. Get ready for the next one, and we'll get this thing actually trucking. After we do get this thing moving, though, is whenever I'm switching all my focus onto the Harley. We're going to pull it apart and hopefully have it done by September for Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues. So, yeah, appreciate it, guys. We'll see you on the next one.